The Stony Point Line, the last suburban rail line in Melbourne not to be electrified. This 31-kilometre long line opened to Baxter in 1888 with an extension to Stony Point the following year. The Stony Point Line has had a long and interesting history, which it has formed during its 136 years since opening, a history we will divulge into soon. But first, I will go into the operations of the line. The Stony Point Line is an infrequent service, with commuters having to wait anywhere from 30 to 140 minutes between trains. This poor frequency is due to the line being single-tracked throughout its length. This line sees both passenger and freight service on the corridor, as about halfway between Tyabb and Hastings, there is a branch off of the line to a steel mill run by Blue Scope. The suburban services on the line are run by Metro Trains Melbourne, with the trains running the service being Sprinter railcars leased from V-Line. The Sprinter railcars are single-car diesel units manufactured by Gninen and Co. Broadmeadow. There are 2 Sprinter units leased to Metro Trains Melbourne, with the cars running in single formations during the peak and paired up off-peak. The railway line serves 10 railway stations along its route, giving an average between 3 kilometres between stations. These stations are Frankston, the major interchange of the line, allowing passengers from the Stony Point Line to interchange with the Frankston line towards the city or local bus services. The line then continues, calling at Lerara, Baxter, the original terminus of the line, Somerville, Tyabb, Hastings, Bittern, Morridu, Crib Point, and finally Stony Point, the namesake and terminus of the line. In the 2010s, there was a proposal to electrify the line to Baxter. This proposal was eventually canned in 2023, although if it had gone ahead, the works would have also seen the duplication of the line to Baxter with reconstruction of the stations on this portion of the line to support 6-car trains that run on the current electrified network. 1 or 2 more stations along the corridor, and the removal of level crossings between Frankston and Baxter. Another notable thing about the Stony Point Line is that every station on the line is accessible. As I said before, the Stony Point Line, after 136 years of operation, has had a long history. Opening on the 1st of October 1888, the line first served passengers from Frankston to Baxter. The following year, several extensions were opened, including the opening of the full line to Stony Point. Along with these extensions, a 10-kilometre branch from Baxter to Mornington was also opened, although this branch of the line was closed in 1981, with the alignment now being operated by a tourist railway. This tourist railways uses a range of heritage steam and diesel locomotives and various passenger cars, including a few N-type carriages. Coming into the 20th century, a new station at Leewara was opened in 1906, following with a new branch line in 1921 from Bittern to Red Hill. This branch then closed in 1958, and 7 years later, in 1960, the main Stony Point Line received another new station at Morridu. On the 29th of April 1969, the freight branch at Long Island Junction, between Tyabb and Hastings, was opened to freight traffic for the steel mill. We now go to 1981, where along with the Mornington branch, the main line after Long Island Junction was closed, with passenger service on the entire line being withdrawn on June 12, with the absolute closure past Long Island Junction 12 days later on the 22nd of June. However, this was not the end of the Stony Point Line, as 3 years later, on the 26th of September, the main line was once again opened to passengers. With the line reopening, rolling stock used were DRC rail motors with H-type carriages in between the two cars of the rail motors. Coming into the 1990s, the rolling stock used was changing, first with two H-type cars hauled by a T-class locomotive from August 1994, with the locomotives then used transitioning into a P-class on weekdays and an A-class with an additional H-type car on weekends. The rolling stock and motive power didn't change until March 2008, where the line was re-signaled with the Sprinter rail cars being introduced a month later, in April. After that, nothing has happened to the line. The line did experience a short closure for 3 months in 2015 due to faults with the level crossings along the line, but apart from that, the line has been uneventful since the last change in rolling stock used on the line. I do hope you enjoyed this video and thought it was entertaining and provided some information on the line. Do give your feedback in the comments below, as I do want to make more videos like this in the near future. I do not like saying this, but I would really appreciate it if this video could reach more people, so I can learn about how to make better videos, and also just to see this video pay off, as I did do a lot of work on it. So if you enjoyed, please do leave a like or comment and share the video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe, and hopefully we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.